Hello, welcome back to the Magnus portfolio. This week I'm going to go over my strategy to farm some margin finance points. Then I want to have a look at the portfolio overview. After 9 weeks of $100 a week, I'm almost at 1,000, almost 10% up. Now I'm going to go over some news that affects my portfolio. So last week I added my Superstakesol and I've been included in the snapshot for the Marinade rewards, which is really nice. And today I'm going to look for some more airdrop potential. Marginfi has released their point system, which they don't say it's a airdrop farm, but it's pretty clear that it's more or less an airdrop farm. So I'm gonna just go directly in together with you to try to farm some points for the Marginfi. I haven't started yet, so I will just do everything live with you. So first of all, I've loaded up some USDT, $100. Of course, I invest $100 a week. And I'm gonna buy some Sol, I think, which is a staked version of Sol. So let's just, I'm in Margin Finance now, and they use Jupiter, which is basically the best swap platform. So I will swap my today's USDT to Sol. The price of Sol this week is quite high, but of course I'm a Sol bull and I'm buying for the long term, so I don't mind paying a bit extra. So let's see if I can perform the swap. Now I got my Sol, and I'm gonna go in the lending protocol and supply my Sol. And supplying Sol will earn me points, which should be about 1-to-1 on the dollar value, if I understood correctly. And I'm also going to lend because lending provides 4 times the value. And of course, there's a lot of options for what to borrow. I'm lending Sol and I want to borrow. I actually planned on borrowing UXD, but I see the limit has been reached. Then probably I would just borrow USDC instead. I'm gonna borrow the max amount, I think. I really would love some UXD 100% capacity. Maybe they have a little bit left for me. We'll refresh it. Just hope for the best. If not, I will borrow through USDC. No, it's completely filled. I might come back later and change from USDC to UXD. The APR is much nicer on the UXD, and also I think UXD is a less stable coin. I mean, it's really stable, but it has less history. So if it went bankrupt, I would earn when I repay it, I will have to pay less to repay it. But we just use USDC to leverage up my Sol position. So I will borrow USDC. So currently I am borrowing 37 and I'm supplying 100. And I am going to go back and I'm going to swap my USDC to Sol as well. So that I have a really small portfolio and a really small position. So obviously I will not become a millionaire through this strategy. But at least I think it will garner some extra APR that I would not expect to have otherwise. And I can leverage up my Solana position, which increases the risk and increases the potential reward. So I would just keep it like this, and I will have a close look at the health factor. I might come back to it next week, and of course I will pay attention to it over time as well. And that should be earning me points. Every single day I should be earning lending points, borrowing points, and I will also post my referral link so that if you want to, you can help me earn some referral points as well. Of course, referral points would be the highest amount because I have such a small position, so I'm never gonna earn a lot of points by my dollar value by itself. So that's my attempt to farm some points for Marginfi. If you want to learn more, I will post a link to Marginfi so that you can have a look at their Twitter thread or even go into their Discord. So today I tried a new portfolio. I mean, I've been using CoinMarketCap, and it's highly limited. It's never been my idea to use it as as my portfolio tracker, but that's what I've been using for now. So I'm trying out a few different ones. This is coinstats. If I decide to use it, I'm probably gonna I'm gonna buy the pro version. But for now, I'm kind of happy with it. It's sometimes a little bit slow, but it's really beautiful on the phone. And usually it works quite well here as well. So you can see my portfolio is up only, which is really great. And you can see the heat map of the last 24 hours. Beefy has taken a hit, and I'll come back to that later. And you can see my pie chart. Ether, Monero, and MSOL are my highest position, as they should be. And here I have USDT. But of course, I just changed that to GTOSOL, which I will add after. I will also post the link so you can have a look at my portfolio. I've also had a go at trying cointracking .info, which is also really great, much higher, more advanced functions. However, I see bugs like this spike here. I have no idea why it spiked, and also this spike here spiked down to 0, and it's also a bit more of a hassle to use. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use this or the other one. I will also post a link to my public profile on Cointracking, as well as my public profile on coinstats, which I will be updating so you can pay attention to my portfolio with me. So let's go to wrecked.news. Multichain has been wrecked, and I am affected by it, sort of. Beefy Finance used multichain as their bridge. Of course, Beefy is on all kinds of different chains. But I asked about this when I bought Beefy, and if they had a plan going. And they said they were monitoring the situation and seeing what would happen. And now after it's pretty clear that multichain has been wrecked and tokens are probably lost, the proposal has come out to rectify the situation. And that would be migrating the Beefy token to a new token address and letting the DAO take control of the bridging. And there is a proposal out, so all Beefy holders, I would recommend you to go in here, read the proposal. I've already read the proposal, so I'm going to vote for migration. And with my 0.24 Beefy, of course, I'm not the biggest holder of Beefy either, but I'm happy to take part of governance. So I've sent my transaction, and I hope the Beefy migration will go smoothly. I don't know who abstains, maybe I misclicked. Or against migration is maybe a misclick. Abstain, I understand. And the last news I want to go into is Lifinity protocol has gone into a market making as a service treasury swap with Marinade. So Marinade will supply the marinades, and Lifinity will supply Lifinity in exchange. And we will also provide the other side of the asset in the pools. So Lifinity will, it looks like here, provide Marinade Sol, Marinade MSol, and Marinade USDC pairs in the Lifinity protocol. And for that, Marinade supplies the Marinade side, and Lifinity will gain all trading fees. Even more great news for Lifinity protocol. And I'm so happy to be a part of the Lifinity protocol. So that's it for today. Thank you very much. I was really hoping to hit $1,000. And actually I might be at 1,000 with the Sol Casino rewards. But I'm gonna just wait and garner my rewards next week. So $991 is the current portfolio. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day, and I see you next week.